It is health that is real wealth and not piece of gold and silver. A healthy outside starts from the inside.
This video contains sensitive content related to self-harm and suicidal thoughts. If you're feeling overwhelmed, please pause this video and seek support. Did you know that nearly 1 in 5 adults feels like they are running on empty, with no drive to keep going, but no plans to end it either? Does that sound familiar? This silent struggle is called passive suicidality, a silent, creeping sense of detachment from life. It's like saying, I don't want to die, but I wouldn't mind if I didn't wake up tomorrow. You're not necessarily in active suicidal crisis, but you're also not okay. And here's the scary part. Passive suicidality is more common than we think. Studies suggest nearly 1 in 5 adults will experience it at some point. So we need to talk about it. What it means, why it happens, and most importantly, how we fight it. What is passive suicidality? Simply put, it's a slow erosion of your will to live. No energy to engage, no excitement for the future, just a lingering indifference. Unlike suicidal ideation, it's a resignation to life rather than an active plan for death. Why does it happen? Passive suicidality can stem from overwhelming stress, financial struggles, burnout, unresolved trauma, lack of purpose, all of the above. Society doesn't help either. Messages like tough it out can leave us feeling ashamed and isolated. In fact, research shows 40% of adults feel socially isolated, which is a major contributor to hopelessness. Why passive suicidality is so dangerous. It isn't just a mental issue, it also has physical effects. It disrupts sleep, weakens your immune system, and can lead to depression and anhedonia, an inability to find joy in anything. If unchecked, it can evolve into active suicidal thoughts. But there's hope. You can come out of it by understanding the deeper root cause of it, which brings us to the next point. The psychology of passive suicidality. Passive suicidality reflects how chronic or constant stress affects the brain. Research shows that your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for decision-making and emotional regulation, shrinks under prolonged stress. Meanwhile, your amygdala, the fear center, becomes hyperactive. This imbalance makes it harder to plan for the future, feel hopeful, or enjoy healthy rewards. In return, you may turn to quick dopamine fixes like binge watching TV, endless scrolling, porn, or substances to fill the void. These habits fill the void temporarily, but trap you in a cycle of avoidance, emptiness, and detachment. If you're finding this video insightful, make sure to hit that like button, notification bell, and subscribe for more. How do we break free? Well, you need to take small steps to improve and start truly living again. Here's how. Remove barriers to healing. Whether it's a stash of pills, a rope, or even dangerous thoughts written in a journal. Letting them go is crucial for positive transformation. I once worked with a person who kept a noose in their basement, something they saw as their safety net for when things became unbearable. When they finally got rid of it, their anxiety spiked because removing that safety made them feel vulnerable. It felt scary at first, but removing that barrier opened the door for real healing. Indeed, vulnerability is scary, but it's the soil where growth begins. Talk about it. You don't have to carry this weight alone. Studies show that just opening up reduces feelings of isolation and shame. If talking feels overwhelming, start small. Text a friend, hey, I'm struggling, can we talk? Or share your thoughts in a journal before showing it to someone you trust. Additionally, seek professional help. Therapists offer tools to navigate struggles and guide you step by step. While it's not an overnight fix, each session helps you feel better. Can't talk to a therapist? Join anonymous forums or groups. These spaces remind you that you are not alone, and just showing up is something to be proud of. Take control of your choices. Harvard-trained psychiatrist Dr. Alok Kanodia recalled working with a woman who survived a concentration camp. She didn't have control over her guards, her circumstances, or even her future, but she did have control over one thing: herself. I'm not going to die today, just not today. That simple choice kept her going. You can do the same. Maybe it's choosing deep breathing when you're overwhelmed, or reaching out to someone when you feel isolated. This habit strengthens your mindset and helps you reclaim control. Why? Because you're literally rewiring your brain's thinking pattern. And that takes us to the next point. Rewire your reward system. When you have many unmet goals like improving your career, finances, or relationships, each small step feels insignificant because your brain interprets it as just a drop in a sea of unresolved tasks. This can drastically reduce dopamine, making progress feel less satisfying. And that's the start of a dangerous cycle. So shift your internal rewards by celebrating the small wins, not the huge milestones. Cooked a meal for yourself? That's self-care. Managed to get out of bed today? That's resilience. Shared a positive comment online? You made someone's day. If you feel like you currently have no goals, narrow them down even more. Something as simple as waking up early or putting on clean clothes, even if you're not going anywhere. This shows you're still taking care of yourself, even on tough days. And if nothing stands out, remind yourself, tomorrow is another day. Over time, your brain will start to recognize and derive satisfaction in little progress rather than perfection. Build momentum. Start small and keep going. To keep yourself accountable, consider using a simple tracker like a checklist on your phone or a habit tracking app. Seeing your streak of wins, even small ones, reminds you that you are moving forward, one step at a time. Momentum fuels hope and motivation. And reframe setbacks. Every mistake is a step toward figuring out what works for you. It's all part of the process. Instead of thinking, I failed, try, that didn't work, but I learned something. For instance, when you're trying to bake a cake and it doesn't rise. Instead of thinking you ruined it, you think, I know now I just need to adjust the temperature, or maybe add a little more baking powder next time. The beauty of this journey is that you can reflect, make corrections, and keep moving forward. So ask yourself, what's working, what's not, and make the necessary adjustments. Try something completely new. Activities that trigger an adrenaline rush have been shown to improve mood and create a sense of alertness. It could be something thrilling like hiking, space diving, or a lighthearted activity like a merry-go-round ride. Indeed, stepping out of your comfort zone can spark a sense of adventure and possibility. These activities shift your mind from a space of passive thoughts to active, engaging experiences. Ultimately, the sense of accomplishment from completing a challenging activity also promotes a rush of dopamine, the reward hormone, which can lift your spirits and offer a fresh perspective and excitement toward life. Emotions are like waves. They rise, peak, and eventually fade. The heaviness or emptiness you feel today won't last forever. You don't have to believe in a perfect future yet. Just focus on the next small step you can take. Each effort, no matter how small, is proof that you can overcome this. And as long as you're here, there's hope for better days. What new habits have been helpful for you? Let's talk about it in the comment section. And if you're struggling right now, we've created a video with 8 helpful tips for dealing with suicidal thoughts. Click here to watch it now. See you later, and thanks for being here.